The unstoppable, opulent Connie Smudge and the oh-so-sexy Symone are two of Vancouver's wonderful drag queens. Gender illusion is one of their favorite jobs. Once a year or so, they return to Studio 4 to have an animated chat and promote the Shooting Stars Foundation and other things. It is my pleasure to welcome Connie Smudge and Symone back to Studio 4 to tell us more.
Hello, my darling.
How are you, my darling?
I'm exceptional.
I know, and you've got on sensible shoes today.
I know, I knew I
can't
had to go
believe
plug
it.
my meter, so running back and forth. $2 for 10 minutes.
I
Hello.
know.
I'd like to get a receipt.
Call the mayor. Maybe call Mr. Shaw. We'll see how that goes.
10-4.
10-4. Okay, you're on it. What are you driving these days?
I am driving my grandmother's 1989 Jetta.
Come on.
It's seafoam, but sort of a little bit of teal involved. It's hard to explain.
Well, sounds like it.
Driving over here today, I had a truck driver following me beside on the Lionsgate Bridge, and he saw a little bit of the leg, but he was too high up to see the rest of it, so he went around one side, went around the other side, went around the other side. We got off the causeway, coming up Georgia. He finally gets beside me, looks, and goes, "Surprise!" Oh,
Oh,
like, why?
Oh, why me? Why today?
Pantyhose surprise.
That's right.
Yeah.
We like surprises, don't we? And
We do.
you came in with a giant suitcase.
I did.
Are you leaving town? What?
No. I actually have a manager's meeting. I work for RBC, as you know, and I have an
know, it's a
off-site manager's
bank.
meeting. Yes. So
Not
I
in
have-
that outfit, you don't.
No, not in this outfit, but I will be running into the back room to become a boy.
I've never seen you as a boy.
You haven't, no.
No. Have you?
Very handsome.
Very handsome boy.
Very handsome. Well, we had a meeting for the upcoming Fabulous Fit for a Queen last week, and he showed up and he was all creating his own jawline with his facial hair and making little goatee things, and I don't know, it was
Well,
very
that's the
complicated.
thing. And with hockey, are you hockey fans?
Very much
Hello,
so.
way to be blue. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, had the
Yeah.
goatee looking like Lenny Kravitz and rooting for the Canucks.
Yes, for sure.
Canucks!
Well,
Nice
you
to have the
know,
option.
I think if you would go up against the glass, you might just distract some of those Bruins.
Well, we have the green men, and then we can have the drag girls. We would be in
Why not?
sequined spandex.
You should call Mr. Aquilini.
I have been to a Canucks game dressed like this, and I called myself Princess Pucky.
You have.
I did. I'm like, who's going to mess with me? Hello,
Exactly.
7 feet tall? I don't think so.
Hello, can you skate?
I used to have weak ankles, but I think with wearing the heels for so long now, I haven't tried the skates for a little while. I should.
And I'm a rollerblading freak.
See?
Yes.
So, but did you grow up in, where did you grow up?
I grew up on the North Shore in North Vancouver.
So, ice rinks, maybe not ice in the backyard.
But I was one of those like sort of chubby kids, so my mom had me in like ice skating lessons and tennis lessons, and I'm not very sporty. I think if I still was to wear ice skates, I'd still want one of those little metal cages.
Perhaps,
I'm different
or
from
double
her.
blades.
Yeah, because I rollerblade, I play competitive tennis, volleyball, two-man beach volleyball. I do it all.
And were you athletic as a kid?
Yes, very much so.
Very much so.
Always chasing after the girl, the boy, the girl. I don't even know.
Not sure. But you see, we'll never know for sure.
No.
This is true.
Well, but we could call, you know.
This is true.
What about kids you've gone to school with who know you now and know what you do now? Not at the bank,
Right.
but when you're all dressed up.
Well, Facebook is a thing. I have people from high school contacting me on a regular basis saying, "We didn't know that you did drag." And I said, "Well, how do I look?" And they said, "Fabulous." I'm like, "Okay, we're good with that."
Okay. Do a lot of straight men do drag?
I don't think a lot,
Do you
but
think
there
there's
are
some?
there are definitely some for sure. Yeah,
Wow.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a percentage, a variable. You know, just like sexuality, I think that it's
Sure.
all in percentages, right?
We're
I think we're all bisexual as long as you're buying I'm sexual.
Somewhere
That's
on the
true.
scale, they tell me. You know, Tabitha Coffey was here, the
I love her.
hairdresser extraordinaire.
Right.
And she grew up in clubs, in quite seedy clubs, I think, and some fabulous clubs, but with mobsters and tough people. And a lot of the dancers were transvestites. Then they called it, is it still proper to say transvestite?
Yeah, drag
Drag
queens.
It's okay, drag queens, transvestites.
Female illusionists, which I'm not.
Gender illusion.
Well, that's what they say, gender illusionist.
I'm
now.
not really an illusionist though, because I don't really change my voice. And there's queens in town like Carlotta Girl, and some girls on the show for sure, like Kiki Lahore and Mandy Camp,
Right.
that really could go to a bar, sit at the end, and have someone buy them a cocktail. But that doesn't happen to me.
It doesn't.
No. Well, they buy me
Maybe it's-
cocktails, but they definitely know who they're buying the cocktail for.
Exactly. Well, maybe it's the car you're driving. Maybe that's it.
Maybe.
But you know, she was so amazing because she said how she became inspired, Tabitha that is, to become a hairdresser was she worked on the wigs for the girls, and the girls taught her about makeup, or the boys or the girls or whatever.
Well, also
And
the quick banter that she has too,
Of
right?
course.
They taught her a lot, I'm sure.
Yes, and they were like her parents. She said she was really raised by adults, didn't have any kid friends, and she was bullied.
Oh.
She was bullied a bit,
dear.
and she'd go to the club, and the girls would say, "Hey, you're beautiful.
I do.
You're our girl."
I do love her, but do you think that maybe she would be a bit nicer if she knew what it was like to be on the other? Because she bullies a bit. I've heard her apologize
little
on her
bit.
show, and she said, "Listen, I was a bit tough on you." So.
But she's
Well-
always got the best hair and the best makeup, so
Well,
she
that's
learned
the thing.
something.
I've
She
never
learned
seen her roots.
something, as you two have learned a lot about camp and glamour and all of that.
Well, especially being backstage at something like Fit for a Queen, you have no idea how much you can learn.
Now,
Wigs and feathers and sequins flying.
Glitter and eyelash glue and
all of that.
all little tricks like nail glue to keep the heavy earrings on, you know.
Well,
and it gets
what?
rid of that superfluous hair when you pull it
but
out. Yes.
about the eyes you have today, darling.
I know. I went with gold. I don't know if I'm really
No,
loving
but
it. I
how
usually
did you
am
get
silver.
the gold on?
Eyelash glue.
Oh, eyelash glue.
Yeah.
And a hot glue gun.
Yeah.
Really? Everything?
Well, and a hope and a prayer.
I'm sure. But how do you get it off in the night? Like at night, or maybe you don't.
Oh no, you have to. I've woken up a
Okay.
couple of times and my head's been sort of attached to the pillowcase, and you have to like peel it off. I then frame it and make a little piece of art.
Why not? And what would the neighbors say?
Oh, they've
know,
said a lot.
Yeah.
I bet they have.
Just leaving the house this morning, it was 8:30 when we left, and the old ladies are out walking their dogs, and the sporty jocks are looking at us thinking, what just happened there?
What just happened there? And isn't it a bit early? See, they think you haven't been to bed.
This is true.
Probably.
We
Wouldn't
went to
you
bed
think?
early last night, though. I went to bed at 10.
Well, we didn't go to bed together. She
No.
called me.
No,
I said I'm going
okay.
to bed.
But how long does it take you to become you?
I was up at 5:45 this morning.
Oh.
So, yes, it does take
An hour or
Face
so.
by Mac, body by the BC Lions, right?
Of course. That's what I thought. That's what you've always said.
Yes.
And you, darling?
Usually, if I'm all shaved and ready to go, maybe 40 minutes, beginning to end. If I've got my wig all prepped and all that, I could
That's
be out the door.
fast.
I know. I hate
Yeah.
hearing that, but still.
And where are you shopping these days?
I still do the same. I go to Village, the Value Village, and I get 2 size 8s, and I rip them apart and make them into a 16. And as long as it's really stretchy, I'm pretty good.
Value Village.
The Value Village. I bought stretchy polka dot dresses, and after I'm finished, they're like periods.
Ooh,
It's fabulous.
And Target's coming.
Oh, we
Yeah.
are
And
so
you have
happy.
the A&N boutique, the
Yeah,
Army and Navy
this is
A&N
true.
boutique.
They still don't
There's-
have my size shoes, though.
They don't have
They
size
don't?
14.
No.
No.
Really? We'll have to talk to Jackie.
Only carry
Yes.
to 13.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
And those shoes,
I know. They're
Well,
brilliant.
Yes, they're large.
They're brilliant.
they are platforms. They're very in.
They are. They're very in. It's very true.
They're very in, unlike Miss Sensible.
I
don't
know.
what-
They're
I
kind of like
can't believe
runners.
you're in your
That's why I'm sitting behind the
Sensible.
Those
coffee
are
table.
her Reeboks pumps. What are you
They're
talking
her red
about?
girl. I know. They're her,
I'm a working girl,
just
girl.
giving you a bad time
I know.
because those are your Red Cross shoes, but that's okay.
And I'm.
Good.
She's got your number
What was
today.
What's that Salvation Army side? Nickel and a dime? I don't know.
A nickel and
Anyway.
a dime, and anytime, and all of that. So tell me about Fit for a Queen. What goes on there?
Extravaganza, glamour, glitterific, and Las Vegas show. It is going to be so big. We have got 16 drag queens this year.
24
Wow.
dancers.
All from here, from other places?
From here.
From here.
From
All
here.
from
Lots
here.
of talent in this city.
It's
for
Vegas.
Sure.
Vegas meets Vancouver.
How fabulous.
Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah, and the ticket sales are going fabulously.
Good.
Some of the girls, unfortunately, from past years are busy this year, so we've pulled in a couple of new queens, which have added a whole new spice to the whole thing. We've got Sienna Blaze, who is a dynamo in bulletproof polyester, leather. You have no idea. She has whips and
And if
chains.
you think these are tall, hers are about 12.
Takes her 10 minutes to sort of lace the boots up because they go all the way up.
Wow. Well, what if somebody has an accident? And I don't mean that kind of accident. I mean like a wardrobe malfunction.
It's happened.
Well, the front row gets a better show.
Of course they do.
I call the front row the splash zone because I get really hot and sweaty during my numbers, and I almost want to give them a little umbrella or something, pull a
And-
little Rihanna or something.
And now they're sitting further back.
No,
those who have
they
been
want it. They
before.
want to have a little moisture.
But all for a good cause. Tell me about the cause.
Amazing Shooting Stars Foundation.
We gave $100,000 this year to 12 different AIDS-related organizations. In the 25 years that Shooting Stars has been around, we have given $1.5 million to those charities.
That's hooray, hooray,
We love
hooray.
it.
And you know, I was reading a wonderful article in Vanity Fair about Liz Taylor and how she was at the forefront of raising awareness, especially awareness about HIV/AIDS when nobody would touch it.
100%.
The whole thing, and there were so many rumors and all of that, and she just said no.
And I think that the Shooting Stars Foundation is really covering the ground with HIV and AIDS support for all of, like, Dr. Peters Center, Loving Spoonful.
Positive Women's Network.
Yeah, there's about, I think, over a dozen charities that they give to, maybe even more.
Yes.
Right.
And it's amazing. We're so proud to be involved again this year,
No
for
kidding.
sure. No,
and
it's
I'm so
just
glad
great.
you are. Now, when you're not doing this, I know you work at the bank, but what do you do for fun?
For fun.
For fun or work fun? Or,
Well, as you can see, we're not skinny queens, so we love to eat.
well, of course you do.
I'm a foodie. Some of the
but
great
you don't
restaurants.
live together or anything.
No,
No, you're not married, queens.
No,
I'm
no.
single, baby.
Okay.
I'm married to
Single.
myself.
Are you single?
Yes, very single.
So two singles.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you want to hook us up?
I'll try.
I won't even say what I was going to say, but Matthew Good was looking pretty tasty.
I'm telling
and he's
you.
so thinky, too.
He
He's like
is.
smart.
Oh, yeah,
and,
he's very smart.
And he was loving me backstage
He's
just a little bit.
talented, he's smart, just got married.
I know, and I
Just
heard
had
she's
child.
gorgeous and talented. And
Apparently a photographer, so I'm afraid, well, you just never know in life.
This is true. And Doug, oh, what a dream boat.
Yeah.
I would be his pretty pony.
Daniel.
Ingram.
Daniel, I'm sorry.
Daniel, yes.
Yes,
I
and I
said
would be.
Poser.
Yes. Oh.
I said that he has to make a drag queen pony, don't you think?
Oh, that would be
There was
great.
one that he gave you with, I believe it had rainbows, which
Rainbow.
would be
Yes,
sort
it
of
does,
a
rainbow
bit
dash.
of the gay, fabulous, gay
Wouldn't it
pride
be great?
colors. wouldn't
Actually,
it?
they should do one.
I agree. Start
I
the kids off
agree.
right. And speaking of gay and pride, can I mention a couple of things
Of
coming
course.
up? Of course, Gay Pride is happening the first long weekend in August.
Right.
Before that, we have something called the North American Out Games. And Shaw actually is one of the sponsors. And they brought me on board, get this,
How
I'm glad you're sitting
wonderful.
down, brought me on board doing the opening ceremonies the 25th of July, and it runs 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th.
How great.
And
And
I'm
so-
going to do a little reporting for them every day.
How fabulous. See, Shaw's very evolved.
We love them.
Very.
As you know. What about this Dragalicious?
Oh,
Your new app.
I have a brand new app
It's fabulous.
called Dragalicious.
That is very cool.
And so I think what we did
Free?
was, no, it's 99 cents. The girl's got to eat.
Well, does that mean 99 cents every time you download it?
No.
Period, or every time you use it?
Use it. Sorry, so
Okay.
we did you, actually. We took a photo of you,
Yes.
and then we thought, what would you look like as Tina Turner? And so we,
That's before I had all my makeup on
there you go.
this morning.
There you
oh
go.
my gosh. I don't know, maybe.
Can you change the skin tone on it? Like
yeah,
it's looking very like
Can you give me
Caucasian-y.
eyelashes?
We're going to work on that for the second generation,
Oh,
but
cool.
this is the Tina Turner, and there were 10 different looks that you can
Too
choose
hilarious.
from. It's great,
That
and then
was
to get a name.
before I got out of makeup, so wait till I get the lashes on, girls.
Honey.
Exactly.
Just wait. How lovely to see you. Thank you so much. So Dragalicious.
Dragalicious.
And
Fit for a Queen, June 4th.
Saturday, that's this Saturday.
It's
right.
this Saturday.
Yeah, and
Almost
there's-
sold out.
is
Please get your
there
tickets.
Get your
Hockey?
tickets now.
After hockey.
Yeah, it's after
well,
hockey.
during hockey.
Well, hockey's at
No,
5 o'clock.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, so watch the show, watch hockey.
Perfect.
And then come to see the show.
Go Canucks and go Queens.
Thank
Thanks
you.
again for
Thank
having
you.
us.
We love you.
Thank you, Symone and Connie Smudge. Love you too.